Hello and welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you a stitch. It's a very easy stitch for beginners to do a scarf, a blanket. Many of you that you're advanced and you crochet for a long time, you know this stitch is very easy. If you are to do a scarf, I think you should use a soft yarn with working with this stitch, or you use a crochet bigger than the yarn recommends. For example, this scarf I did with 4.5mm crochet hook, but I'm gonna show you with 7.0. This yarn recommends that I should use 5.0mm crochet hook. So it's really compact and it's quite thick. Yeah. So if you want a little bit loose, then work with a bigger crochet hook, at least one number bigger. Yeah. With this stitch, you're gonna chain any numbers of chains, odd, even, it doesn't matter. And after, for example, you want to make a scarf, you're gonna chain between 20, depends if you do for a child or for an adult, you can chain between 20 and 26, 28, 30. Just keep in mind that this stitch has a tendency to, like, you know, tightens. So if you want a little bit wider the scarf, then chain at least, depends on your yarn size, chain at least 26, 28. Yeah. Okay, so I have here 12 chains, and you're gonna chain 3 more after you think that it's long enough. Yeah, whatever you do. So 1, 2 and 3. We're gonna skip the first 3 chains, and into the 4th chain we're gonna go in there and do a double crochet, and this row is gonna be double crochet in each chain. So you're gonna move to the next chain, double crochet, next chain, double crochet, and so on. In each chain you're gonna do double crochet. So I wanted to show you the difference. This yarn recommends that I should use 5.0mm crochet hook, but I'm working with 7.0. So you will see the difference if you want this to be a little bit loose, because if you work this stitch into a scarf, it's gonna be really compact, really dense, and depends on the yarn size, might be a little bit heavy, the scarf on you. But for cold winters, I think it's nice to have a scarf that doesn't have too many openings, otherwise the cold air comes. So you do double crochet in each, the last chain, double crochet. So the first row is gonna be a double crochet in each chain. Then you're gonna chain 2, turn your work. So the first here, well, we're not going to work with this because the chain is coming from this. But the next double crochet, we're going to do a front post double crochet. So you're going to put your crochet hook around that double crochet, pull up a loop, and then do a double crochet. The next double crochet is going to be a back post, and we're going to alternate like this. So back post, and then you move to the next double crochet, and it's a front post double crochet, the next double crochet, it's back post, the next it's front post, and you're gonna do like this: front post, back post, front post, back post. So the next one, it's back post, the next one is front, and so on. And with this stitch, one row you're gonna start with the front post, and the next row you're gonna start with the back post. So you're gonna alternate the rows like that. So back post, and now we have the last double crochet and the chain that we skipped in the beginning. So we're gonna finish, we started with front post, we're gonna finish with front post. So the last double crochet, it's front post, and we have the chain, and we're gonna go on top of the chain, and we're gonna do a double crochet. Yeah. It's gonna look like this. So it's a little bit loose, it's airy, but still it's gonna get a little bit compact and tighter. Yeah. But not as much as if you work with whatever the crochet hook, the yarn, the crochet hook recommends. Now we're gonna chain 2. You're always gonna chain 2. Turn your work, and you see we started with front post. Yeah? And when you turn your work, now you have the back post right here. So one row you're gonna do front post, and the next row you're gonna do back post. So you're gonna go around that double crochet, and you're gonna do a back post double crochet. Then the next one, it's front post. The next one, it's back post. And for those of you that you are beginners and you just crochet, you just start to learn, get familiar how back post looks or front post, and then you will know what to do. So the next one is front post, and the next is back post, and you're going to alternate like this. Front post. It's a very easy stitch, goes really really fast, this one. Front post, and you're going to finish with the back post. Yeah? So the next one is back post, the next is front post, and the last one. So we have the chain 2 and the back post. Yeah, the last one. So we started with back post, we're going to finish with the back post, and then you're going to find the second chain right here, and on top of the second chain you're going to do a double crochet. I'm going to chain 2, turn your work. It's looking like this, a little bit open work. Yeah. So now you have the front post right here, and you're going to do a front post, and then the next is back post, front post, and so on. You're going to alternate like this, and the next it's back post. So this row you're going to finish the last double crochet in there, you're going to finish with the front post. If somehow you finish with the back post, you're going to have to go back and see where the mistake was done. But with this, working this with a bigger crochet hook than the yarn recommends, it's so easy to see the back post right away. Yeah. If you work this stitch with a little bit tighter, sometimes it happens that you will miss back post. You will miss the back post. It's so tight in there that you'll think like, oh, I have to do the front post. So the last double crochet, it's front post, let's say, here. Not the last one, it's in the chain. So now you have the chain 2 here. So you're gonna go on top of the second chain, and you're gonna do a double crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and when you turn your work now, you're gonna start with the back post. Yeah. It's right there. Front, back, and so on. And you're gonna finish with the back post at the end. Well, the double crochet, let's say there. But at the end here, you're gonna do a double crochet on top of the chain 2. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe some of you might like to work this a little bit loose and not so tight like this one. This one is quite tight. You try to open to see some opening, yeah, and it's not easy, yeah. So for cold winters, this is quite nice. For a blanket, look at this. This is quite thick. So comparing these with a little bit loosen up, you can see some openings, because if you are to to work with a yarn that it's a kind of stiff and rigid. This is gonna be tight and heavy, so work at least if it's rigid or stiff, the yarn. This one is acrylic and it's a little bit stiff, the yarn, then it's best to work with a bigger crochet hook. Yeah, and then a little bit it's not, you don't feel the stiffness. Yeah. So yeah, this is the, you can make this. So this one I chained 22 chains plus 3 more. Yeah, so I skipped the 3 chains in the beginning and I went into the 22nd chain. Yeah. And it's, I don't think it's more than 8-9 centimeters wide. So if you want wider the scarf, let's say this much, then you're gonna have to chain maybe 26. Yeah, depends on your yarn size, because if you work with the bulky one, I think 22 is more than enough, I think. So yeah, give it a try for you guys, the beginners, or you bored and you want to try a stitch really fast. Try this stitch, it never fails. So these are the sides. It's quite easy, this one, and it's thick. And in here you have like these openings here. So if you want to put some tassels, you can attach very easy. Yeah. So give it a try. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.